Hi everyone. In this lecture, we will solve some interesting questions of number series that have been asked in UPSC CSAT, right? Every year, CSAT does ask one or two questions from number series, and if you have practiced a number of questions from number system, you will be able to solve those 1 to 2 questions in CSAT exam, right? So the first question is, what is the value of x in the sequence 20, 10, 10, 15, 30, 75 and x? And this question has been asked in CSAT 2022, right? So let us look at the elements in the given sequence. See, this is 20, then 10, then again 10, 15, 30, 75, and we have to find the value of x. Now, if you have solved questions of number series earlier, you must know that to solve these questions quickly and correctly, you must have some kind of obsession or love with numbers. Then there are good chances that you will be able to identify the pattern quickly by just looking at the elements, by just looking at the given numbers, right? So if you look at 20 and 10, these are the first and second elements of the given sequence. If I say you that 20 into 1 by 2, 20 into 1 by 2, that is equal to 10, right? Now, if you look at 10 and 10, so can I say that 10 into 1 is equal to 10, right? 10 into 1 is equal to 10. So now tell me, can I say that I can write into 1 as 2 by 2, right? We can write into 1 as into 2 by 2. 2 by 2 is also equal to 1, right? Now if you look at 10 and 15, you should be able to think that 10 into 3 by 2 equal to 15, right? Similarly, if you look at 15 and 30, 15 into 2 is equal to 30. So we can write it as into 4 by 2, or you can also write it in this way, that 15 into 2 is equal to 30, right? Now if you look at 30 and 75, see, if you read 30 and 75, if you are good at calculation, you will be able to think that 30 into 2.5 equal to 75, right? And if you have identified that 30 into 2.5 is equal to 75, this is basically 30 into 5 by 2. If you get two numbers 15 and 30, you should be able to think that 30 is equal to 15 into 2. If you see 20 and 10, you should be able to think that 20 into 1 by 2, that is equal to 10, right? So what is the pattern? Into 1 by 2, into 2 by 2, into 3 by 2, into 4 by 2, into 5 by 2. See, if you practice 40-50 questions from number series, you will have some fair idea that what is the usual pattern in the questions of number series, right? In some questions you will find that, okay, we are adding the squares of consecutive even numbers, consecutive prime numbers, we are adding the cubes of prime numbers, right? So now, so if this is the pattern, into 1 by 2, into 2 by 2, into 3 by 2, into 4 by 2, into 5 by 2, so there are good chances that this is into 6 by 2. 6 by 2 is equal to what? 6 by 2 is equal to 3, right? So basically 75 into 6 by 2, so 75 into 3, that will give you 225, right? That will give you 225. So basically, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is in option D. So if you have solved at least 40-50 questions of number series, you must be able to solve this question. You should count this question in the category of easier questions, right? Because the elements, the numbers have been written by following some simple pattern, right? Let us solve another question. And yeah, this question is slightly difficult as compared to question number 1, right? As compared to earlier question. And this question has been asked in CSAT 2024, right? Now let us look at the elements 3, 14, 39, 84, 258. See, what do we do usually? 3, 14, 39, 84. If you are not able to identify the pattern quickly, we usually suggest aspirants to look at the difference. Okay, but if you look at the difference is of plus 11, plus 25, then obviously plus 45. You don't know that what is a star, right? So you will not be able to identify that, okay, what we are adding here, then what we are adding here, right? And then you will have to take the difference of these numbers, right? But that process will be a lengthy process. So I will suggest you, usually in few questions you will find that the elements have been written by, right, in this pattern, 1 to the power 4 plus 1 to the power 3. Someday you will see that 1 to the power 4 plus 1 to the power 3 plus 1 to the power 2 plus 1 to the power 1. Someday you will see pattern that, okay, 1 cube minus 1 is square, right? But if you have practiced few questions of this pattern, you will not find this question difficult, right? What is the pattern in this question? The simple pattern is 3 has been written as 1 cube plus 1 square plus 1 to the power 1. 14 has been written as 2 cube plus 2 square plus 2 to the power 1. Similarly, 39 has been written as 3 cube plus 3 square plus 3 1. Now, if you are thinking that, okay, this is okay, no one can understand the pattern behind this sequence easily. See, CSAT or any exam does repeat some kind of patterns, right? See, this question has been asked in CSAT 2024. I will show you few examples that CSAT has asked the questions on the basis of this pattern in probably CSAT 2021, CSAT 2022, right? Now, what is 84? 84 is 4 cube plus 4 square plus 4 to the power 1. Now, you have to find that what is the value of this star. So, this is basically 5 cube plus 5 square plus 5 to the power 1. So, 5q is equal to what? 5q is 125 plus 5 square is what? Means 125 plus 25 plus 5. So, this value is equal to 155, right? Don't worry if you are thinking that no, we can't find this kind of pattern easily. See, you will see this kind of pattern a number of times in the questions of number series. Let me give you another question that has been asked in CSAT 2022, and you will find that CSAT has repeated this kind of pattern, right? Now let us look at this question. The question is 2, 12, 36, 80, 150 x, right? We have to find the value of x. That what is the value of x in the given sequence. Again, if you have some kind of love with numbers, you will be able to find that this is equal to 1 square plus 1 to the power 1. Now, if you look at 12, this is 2 square, right? This is 2 cube plus 2 square. This is 1 cube plus 1 square. Similarly, 36 is equal to 3 cube plus 3 square. Similarly, 80 is equal to 4 cube plus 4 square. In the last question, what was the pattern? The pattern was 1 cube plus 1 square plus 1 to the power 1. 2 cube plus 2 square plus 2 to the power 1. And CSAT has asked questions based on this pattern in 2024. And if you look at this question, CSAT has asked questions on the basis of similar pattern in CSAT 2022. That's why usually we suggest aspirants to solve previous year questions, right? You can observe, see, this is the pattern of CSAT 2022, right? And this is the pattern of the question that have been asked in CSAT 2024, right? The next element in the question of CSAT 2024 that we have solved earlier is 3 cube plus 3 square plus 3 to the power 1. Now again, if you look at 150, 150 is equal to 5 cube plus 5 square, right? Is it possible if I start preparing for RBI 25 today? I will be graduated next year. Hi, yeah, it is possible that you can start preparation for RBI from today. You have sufficient time to prepare for the RBI for the next year, right? Hopefully the exam will happen in June or July in 2025. So at least you have 5 to 6 months, right? So you can start preparation from today. You have sufficient time to put efforts on each subject like quant, reasoning, English, general awareness, and the subjects of mains, right? Now 150 is equal to 5 cube plus 5 square. We have to find the value of x. So what is x? X is simple. C cube plus 6 cube plus 6 square. 6 cube is 216 plus 6 square is 36. So this is equal to 252. So don't worry, if you see this kind of weird pattern, there are good chances that they have followed some fixed or static kind of pattern, right? So just try to solve a number of questions from number series chapter, right? Now let us look at another question. See, this question has been asked in CSAT 2021. And what is the question? You are given two identical sequences in two rows. See, this is sequence number 1 and this is sequence number 2. And you have to find what is the entry in the place of C for the sequence 2. So basically, you have to find the value of C, right? So basically, we have to find the value of C. Now let us look at sequence 1. This is 8, 4, 6, 15, 52.5 and 236.25. Again, if you are good at calculation, if you have some kind of obsession with numbers, you will again find that 8 into 1 by 2 is equal to 4, right? You will again be able to find that into 3 by 2. Just recall, we have solved a question earlier in today's lecture that was asked in CSAT 2022 probably, that into 1, then into 2 by 2, then into 1 by 2, into 2 by 2, into 3 by 2, into 5 by, into 4 by 2, right? So again, let us look at the pattern. Into 1 by 2, into 3 by 2. This is into 5 by 2. See, 8 into 1 by 2 is 4. 4 into 3 by 2 is what? This is equal to obviously 6. 2 into 2. 2 into 3 is equal to what? 6. Similarly, 6 into 5 by 2. So 2 into 3. 3 into 5 is equal to 15. Similarly, what are the good chances? See, this is 1 by 2. This is 3 by 2. This is 5 by 2. So there are good chances that this is 7 by 2. There are good chances that this is 9 by 2. And you can cross verify this thing. 15 into 7 by 2. 15 into 7 is what? 105. 105 by 2. That is equal to what? 54, 52.5. Right? So basically the pattern is into 1 by 2, into 3 by 2, into 5 by 2, into 7 by 2. Similarly, you can also cross verify that 52.5 into 9 by 2 is equal to 236.25. See, we are solving the questions of number series that have been asked in UPSC CSAT earlier, right? That's why we have not started to solve the questions from beginning, questions of 0 level, questions of easier level, right? We are directly dealing with the questions that have been asked in CSAT earlier. So you may find this kind of question slightly weird, but this kind of question is not weird. See, the CSAT does repeat the pattern. There was a question in CSAT 2022 into 1 by 2, into 2 by 2, into 3 by 2, into 4 by 2. And this is the question of CSAT 2021. So suppose if someone has solved the question paper of CSAT 2021, he will have some fair idea that okay, there is a possible pattern into 1 by 2, into 3 by 2. So if that candidate gets a question of number series again, he will at least try to find this kind of pattern, right? Now let us look at sequence 2. Sequence 2 is 5, A, B, C, D, E. Now read this part. Two identical sequences. What is the meaning of identical sequences? Means it is very simple. That again the pattern will be into 1 by 2, into 3 by 2, into 5 by 2, into 7 by 2, into 9 by 2, right? Now we have to find the value of C. So obviously we will have to find the value of this C, right? So let us try to find the value of C. See, 5 into 1 by 2 is equal to A. 5 into 1 by 2 is equal to A, right? So basically A equal to what? A equal to 5 by 2. Then 5 by 2 into 3 by 2 is equal to B. See, 8 into 1 by 2 is 4, 4 into 3 by 2 is 6, 6 into 5 by 2 is 15, and so on. Similarly, 5 into 1 by 2 is A, so A equal to 5 by 2. Similarly, A into 3 by 2 is B. A into 3 by 2 is B. So 5 by 2 into 3 by 2, that is equal to B. So B equal to what? B equal to 15 by 4. B equal to 15 by 4, right? 5 by 2, the value of A is 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 into 3 by 2. So B equal to 15 by 4. Similarly, 15 by 4 into 5 by 2. So 15 by 4 into 5 by 2, that is equal to 75 by 8, right? So we will have to divide 75 by 8, right? So 8 into 9 is 72, then 3, 8 into 3 is 24, then 6, 8 into 7, right? Then 8 into 5. You must be good at division. Even if you are not good at division, if you have find 9 point something, why to find till the last digit? If you have find this is 9 point something, you should immediately mark option 3, right? See, we are not going to find the value of D and value of E. Why? Because we have to answer the value of C, and to find the value of C, we had to find the value of A, we had to find the value of B, and then we were able to find the value of C. So why to waste our time by finding the value of D and E, right? So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is 9.375. So if you look at the questions of number series, there are good chances that you will see this kind of pattern, right? And after solving a number of questions, you will be able to identify the patterns quickly. You will not have to do a lot, to solve a lot, to find the patterns. Now let us look at this question. Replace the incorrect term by the correct term in the given sequence. See, this is the sequence, and we have to replace the incorrect term by the correct term. So basically, we will have to find the incorrect term initially, then we will have to replace that incorrect term by the correct term, and that correct term will be the answer. And what is the question? Look at this part of the question where odd terms and even terms follow the same pattern. So let us look at odd terms. Odd term is 3, then obviously 7, then 13, then 21, then 31, then 43, right? These are the odd terms. Let us look at even terms. 2, 4, 10, 18, similarly 28, and similarly 40. See, whenever you look at the questions of number series, if you are not able to find the pattern quickly by just looking at the elements, I will suggest you that start looking at the differences. There are good chances that you will find some pattern by looking at the differences only, right? So let us look at this part. 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 6 is 13, 13 plus 8 is 21, 21 plus 10 is 31, 31 plus 12 is 43. Similarly, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 plus 8 is 18, 18 plus 10 is 28, and 28 plus 12 is 40, right? Now let us look at the pattern. See, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 6, 8, 10, 12, right? 6, 8, 10, 12. Now let us look at this part. This is the difference of 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. The difference is of plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So there are good chances that here there should be also plus 2. So if it is plus 2, so basically at this place plus 2 should not be there. There should be, see, 6 plus 4 should be at this place. Plus 4 should be at this place. Let us look at this part. Plus 4 is at this place, right? then plus 2 6, plus 2 8, plus 2 10, plus 2 12. So similarly, plus 4 should be here, then plus 4, plus 6, plus 8, plus 10, plus 12. Why? See, plus 2. If you are writing it here plus 2, then you will write what? Plus 4. But that thing is wrong, right? That thing is not correct. Okay? So यहाँ पर क्या होना चाहिए? यहाँ पर plus 4 होना चाहिए. यहाँ पर क्या होना चाहिए? At this place, plus 4 should be there. And if plus 4 is there, so basically this number should be 0. This number should be equal to what? This number should be equal to 0. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is 0. So what is the fundamental? See, we separated the odd terms and we separated the even terms, right? Then we looked at the difference. The difference was plus 4, plus 6, plus 8, plus 10, plus 12. Similarly, when 2 was here, the differences was of plus 2, plus 6, plus 8, plus 10, plus 12, right? See, plus 6, plus 10, plus 12 is everywhere. But in this case, plus 4 is present here. In this case, plus 2 was present here, right? But if you look at the differences, this is plus 2, this is plus 2, this is plus 2. Similarly, everywhere you will find the difference of plus 2. So, if you look at plus 2 and plus 6, the differences here was of plus 4. But this was not acceptable, right? Plus 2 difference should be here. So, if plus 2 difference should be here, so instead of plus 2 at this point, plus 4 should be here. And if this is plus 4 and this number is 4, so this number should be 0. So, 0 is the correct answer. Now let us look at next question. A simple mathematical operation in each number of the sequence 14, 18, 20, 24, 30, 32 results in a sequence with respect to prime numbers. With respect to prime numbers, we will have to focus at prime numbers. Which one of the following is the next number in the sequence? 14, 18, 20, 24, 30, 32. See, this is relatively an easier question. It has been already given in the question that the numbers in the sequence has been written with respect to prime numbers. So if you look at 14, you should be able to think that this is 13 plus 1. Similarly, if you look at 18, this is 17 plus 1. If you look at 20, this is 19 plus 1. See, 13 is a prime number, 17 is a prime number, 19 is also a prime number. Similarly, if you look at 24, this is 23 plus 1. 23 is also a prime number. If you look at 30, 30 is also 29 plus 1. And 29 is also a prime number. Now, if you look at 32, this is 31 plus 1. 31 is also a prime number, right? Now, if you look at these prime numbers 13, 17, 19, 23, 29 and 31, these prime numbers are consecutive prime numbers. These prime numbers are consecutive prime numbers. So, basically, the next number should be 37 plus 1. Why 37 plus 1? 37 is the next prime number after 31. So the next number in the sequence should be the next prime number plus 1. The next prime number is 37. So 37 plus 1 is equal to 38. So 38 is the correct answer that is present in option C, right? So whenever you look at 14 and in the question it has been given that it is related to prime numbers, you should be able to think that okay, 14 is 13 plus 1. Okay, you can also say that 14 is 11 plus 3, right? But then you will have to express all of these terms as plus 3. See, you can express 20 as 17 plus 3, right? But can you express 18 as 15 plus 3? Yeah, but 15 is not a prime number. So you will have to find some fits pattern, and every number in the sequence must follow that specific pattern, right? That's why if you look at 14, 13 plus 1, 18, 17 plus 1, 20, 19 plus 1, 24, 23 plus 1. Similarly, at the end, the next prime number after 31 is 37. So 37 plus 1, that is equal to 38. Now let us look at this question. The question is of 7, x, 21, 31, 43. We have to find the missing number x. Let us write all the numbers. Now let us look at difference. See, we are not able to identify some pattern quickly, right? So let us look at the difference. 21 plus 10 is 31. 31 plus 12 is what? 43, right? And we are not able to identify that what is the value of x, such that we can write that okay, we are adding 7 with this number to get x, we are adding this number to get 21, right? See, if this is plus 10, if this is plus 12, you should think at least once that there are good chances that this is plus 8. And if you are saying that this is plus 8, you should be able to think that this must be equal to plus 6, right? Now we can cross verify this thing. If x plus 8 is 21, x is 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. Similarly, if x is 13, 7 plus 6 is 13. So x should be equal to 13, right? So basically we have identified the correct pattern of the given number series. So what is the value of x? The value of x is 13. That is present in option C. And this question has been asked in CSAT 2015. So sometimes you will have to apply some kind of hit and trial to solve the questions of numbers, right? See, in this question we found that the difference is plus 12, the difference is of plus 10. So there are good chances that this difference should be plus 8. And if we are saying that this difference is of plus 8, means we should think that this difference should be plus 6. Okay, then we wrote that okay, x plus 8 is 21, so this is 13. Let us cross verify it. 7 plus 6 is 13. So basically we have identified the correct pattern. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is 13. Now let us look at this question. 4, 196, 16, 144, 36, 100, 64 and x. We have to find the value of x. Let us write all the numbers. If you look at the numbers, you should be able to think that all of these numbers are a square of some numbers, a square of natural numbers, right? 36, 100, 64 and x, right? Now 4 is basically the square of 2, 196 is basically the square of 14, 16 is basically the square of 4, this is basically the square of 12, this is the square of 6, this is the square of 10, this is the square of 8. Now sometimes in the given sequence you will find some pattern between alternate numbers, right? Now notice one thing: 14 square, 12 square, 10 square. 14 minus 2, then 12 square, 12 minus 2, then 10 square, right? Similarly 2 square, then 4 square. So 2 plus 2 chi square, so 4 square, 4 plus 2 6, then 6 chi square, then 8 square means 6 plus 2 chi square means 8 square, right? Similarly, so what are the good chances that to write this number x, this is basically the square of 8. Why? See, 14 square, 12 square, 10 square, 8 square. So if you are not able to identify the pattern between consecutive elements, you should try to find the pattern between alternative numbers, right? So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is the value of x is equal to the square of 8, that is equal to 64, right? So the correct answer is 64. In next few days, hopefully I will take a lecture on the number series where we will solve the questions from basic level, intermediate level and the exact level of CSAT, such that if you appear in the UPSC CSAT 2025, you must be able to solve those 1 or 2 questions correctly on the D-Day, right? So hopefully all of you learned something new. Now I have given you some fair idea that what is the usual pattern in the questions of number series in UPSC CSAT, right? And we have found that UPSC does repeat some kind of questions, some kind of patterns. Like I can again show you that what is the repetition. See, in this question the pattern was very simple, that that 3 is equal to what? 3 is equal to simple 1 cube plus 1 square plus 1. 14 was equal to what? 2 cube plus 2 square plus 2, right? This was the pattern here. Now, and this question has been asked in CSAT 2024. Now, if you look at this question, you will find that 2 is equal to what? 2 is equal to 1 cube plus 1 square, right? Similarly, 12 is equal to what? 2 cube plus 2 square. In the last question, that was of 2024, what was the pattern? 1 cube plus 1 square plus 1, 2 cube plus 2 square plus 2 to the power 1, 3 cube plus 3 square plus 3 to the power 1. In this question, if you look at the pattern is of this kind. So CSAT does repeat few fits patterns. That's why you should definitely solve the questions of previous year, right?